Hello, it's me once again, and I'm saying right now, this is gonna be my second largest stream, and in this I'll talk about the next nations and why possibly they might overthrow their governments and they end up in a perceived future in 2025. But here's this thing right now. The first nation on my docket is, well, you might be surprised to say it, but the first nation is Iraq. Yeah, Iraq as the first nation. The reason well, no, hold on, not this, my bad, and also this is frozen, so, okay. I think it's because of JRTN. If you do not know what that force is, per se, then, hold on, no, that was over. Uh, okay, jeez, JRTN, known as the Army of the Men on the National Order, which even if it just makes a little odd to yourself, as you should know, yeah, it is related to the Saddamness. So here's the thing right now. So why Iraq could be possibly overthrown their government at the end of this year? Well, the reason is Iran. Yep, Iran's influence over Iraq is like a huge clusterfuck, and they end to see why. So yeah, now here's the thing right now. Here's a little backstory for the case of Iraq. Yeah, Iraq before 2003 was led by, you guess it's Saddam Hussein. So they end up in the end on this American administration of multiple presidents in the past, but then the start became a huge threat on these George H.W. Bush's administration, and they continued on these Bill Clinton. This is kind of first made by George H.W. Bush, and they end up at the time. So they found out recently, even the foreign intelligence, so there's also not my American honors, but my other intelligence, because they found out that Iraq War was an American mistake. So they end up, why I say that, they found out, so they end up from information from this. Yeah, yeah, Saddam, people think Saddam is a horrible guy, but in reality, Saddam Hussein was a good guy. So then here's the thing, right, for the reason. Yeah, he's trying to get rid of the theocracy in Iran by declare war on him because they think Iran is a threat to people in Iraq. So because of that, he did go to war once against Iran, and they under the end of the stalemate when well, like I said right now, I think the reason is because on the mountain Syria, there's going to be blocking them, but that's going to be true in some sort. So despite the issues in the end of he went through, I kind of think it's kind of minor, because despite his main plan is to try to overthrow Iran to itself at that point. So technically, so the Saddam's forces are trying to do a good deed, not only to the world, but also to his people. In some sort, back then. Yeah, it kind of, the main fear is that America does not even think this is going to think by that is. So the Iraq War was an American mistake. Because it kind of feared the Iraq War was not even helping the Saudis, it was going to help Iran. Because they have their government and they what they want. And that was a giant failure of the United States' past. So that means, so that was a giant mistake on George H.W. Bush's part and even Bill Clinton's part back then. So they tried to overthrow Saddam's government and then led to a new traditional government they have right now in Iraq, which is now allied to Iran, thanks to the United States. So I do not think. So yeah, Iraq is not its betrayal in the end of the land of the hate U.S. It's kind of the big reason why Iraq hates the U.S. is because us get rid of Saddam. So let's see why. It led to the good relations with Iran, which has led to this day. This is why I planned to the end up first place to the end up to bring Saddam's government back to Iraq because what America did is a giant mistake. In the end, it did not know. In the end, it was like I said. Because, like I said, if you overthrow Saddam, there's no way they're being overthrow Iran by themselves without having Saddam Hussein with them. So, yeah. So that means they just kind of screwed themselves over. It's also unless something else happens, something for Iraq. This is why I watch out Iraq's very thoroughly, because they kind of think Saddam's forces will be back. And they end up, because of that, it is most likely that they end up where it is. Also, they might team up in the Free Iraqi Army as well, which is no longer exists. But I think the thing about this is that they had to be introducing that in the future. So they had to try to get rid of the government that they're not going to have right now. So that's going to be one of the likely areas to watch. Yeah. So, yeah. So, so that's going to be one of the areas that I had to very watch out at this point for sure. The next area is Iran. So, why did I chose Iran? There's some sort of, well, Iran is in turmoil for so many years. Thanks to Khomeini and Khomeini back then, this is that caused multiple issues. Revolutions have been over the technical issues and also related to the issues with the water, power, and otherwise. Even social media has been restricted in this country. Iran is also part of America's axis of evil because it's going to be a big possible culprit as well. Yeah, possibilities. I think there's three ways that might happen, and then tell you that they have straight later on. One, yeah, the later on anyway, but here's one thing in the end that might be going on there. Because otherwise this might be going on. It's tribute to Russia. Yeah, Russia. There might be because we can Russia over Ukraine and then otherwise, and then in some sort, and then add on top of yeah, you guessed it, one Israel copying attacking the country, and then two a huge amount of opposition. Then it might be count as a nuisance, and not only to Iran but also to the government recently. And yes, recently there's an attack on Sharia judges, kind of gives more proof that the opposition is still strong. And it kind of makes sense. In the end, Iran is very easy to be overthrown. So, it'll give you a lot of clues on what you're all the way looking at already. So not only to compare to look at areas like Iran, which is to itself, but in some sort. Here's like three ways that it might happen. One, there's gonna be a war, but I probably think it will change slowly, like they did to the Soviet Union. Back then, it's gonna be after the war, there's gonna be a coup, and then let them overthrow. Two, it might overthrow rapidly without a revolution because of the issues of the past. And I don't, I might come. On three, the country itself, there might be a huge turmoil. It's because there's no one else in the place, so it's gonna make sense. So I kind of say right now, I'm not being surprised if Iran's going to be the country that might possibly overthrown as well, because of the tendencies of the extreme threat like this, so they compared to even know of some sort. There's also, yeah, there's two separate governments in Iran, and they might call this something that is possibly a single threat to the world. But at this point, but it's no longer a threat had to be overthrown. But here's the thing right now, the two forces, as known as the National Council of Iran, aka the Shah. Yeah, the Shah was the Iranian monarch before it was overthrown by the Islamic Revolution. And also, it got the National Council of Resistance, aka the Resistance Movement, which is technically leftist, communist to the end of some sort. The main plan is to mostly divide Iran, but here's the big reality to this: this might be joint forces, so that's done in my research. So yeah, so that's kind of what might be going on. So for sure for Iran. So they end up, yeah. So the yeah, so yeah. Also, remember this overthrow government is kind of also related to women's rights, because women's issues, because wearing their hijabs in the country. Because if you're not wearing a hijab in Iran, you'll literally be arrested. That is kind of more like a human right violation or some sort. Also, the United States did in some histories in Iran, and then they're doing something illegal to the kind of fears can be human right. It only seen within the Persian Gulf, or in the part of Saudi's term, the Arabian Gulf. So, yet, even at one point, they're part freaking landmines in the sea, or ship mines, whatever it was, in the sea, so they tried to blow up ships one time as some sort. Yeah, it's like it's said right now. U.S. is already with bunker blasting bombs already. So, and the problem is, I think this could be. I think they use the strongest you ever get at that point, because it's like they really reinforced it very well there. So yeah, so yeah, this is gonna be another possible country to really watch on. Because if it might be overthrown without in the Gulf War, it's gonna be most likely comes to the case. For sure. For Iran, it makes sense to itself. So because like I said, yeah, there's more videos related to Iran coming, which is in the future, because this is relates to what's going on. Because so it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be two ways that might happen in Iran, and then before before they get overthrown. So one way that might happen is by a coup or revolution. This is if it's successful, or two, there's probably going to be a huge overthrow itself. It is separately. It is not by war or revolution, but by just accepting some sort, which peacefully. Iran has history to be violent, but they can't do something peacefully because they know they just fucked up. Iran also needs a huge amount of sanctions since 1979, would hurt them a lot. I think the population sees the sanctions kind of benefit them for overthrowing, so they see why. And they just don't want to do that because they feel that themselves and they get killed or arrested. That is what I mean by human rights violation all the way within Iran. Because of what's might be going on, they give you a lot of clothes so that when all the way look at all already, well possible there to be issues already there since it's gonna be sooner or later. Find out for sure. The next nation is Lebanon. Lebanon is complicated, but here's what's going on right now. Thanks to Israel's invasion of Hezbollah back last year, and it's now completely over now. Thanks to the Trump's the interference to the end of constant stop it months ago. But here's the thing, one though. Like I said, Hezbollah influence is now, well, technically no more. So here's the thing, one though. Lebanon has Lebanon forces. So if you do not know that this is what I'm talking about here about Lebanon forces, yeah, Lebanon forces is the Christian group that are based within Lebanon. It was not formerly a free Lebanon movement. Type symbols now reinforce themselves as Lebanon forces. It just used to be a crucifix. The symbol's now just a tree on cedar in Lebanon now. It's part of their party flag now. Yeah, they're part of the Lebanese opposition now to overthrow Hezbollah and others. Because it is likely now, because of the recent Israel invasion within Lebanon, they didn't tell how weakened at the end of Lebanon really is since the war. Also, right top of that, because of the recent Syrian overthrow of Assad's government now gone, and then right top of they've been surrounded by a horrible area of the south, which is Israel. We did the scene already partially, which I think Hezbollah they have no way that they're protecting themselves. For the apostle, like Bashir's planned coup, and also Israel's now invasion into right back into Hezbollah in the future. Because all the way, because I know that this will not be surprising as Lebanon's opposition might easily overthrow them of some sort. And yeah, right now, and today's right now, Lebanon's are led by a military junta. Yep. So Lebanon's can easily overthrow the government back into the Lebanon forces led government in some sort in the nearby future. So I don't know it's gonna be this year because they just elected the president just months ago. But they're gonna be like the most leaders can never last weeks government. So I'll not be surprised that this might get rid of the military junta and probably returning to the Western powers in Western Lebanon. Thanks to issues related to Hezbollah and not powering hold themselves. So it makes sense that they might have to really look at right now for Lebanon. So this makes sense. Well, the next one is probably going to be expected to be in two ways or some sort. Otherwise, but this is compared to the counterpart anyway. Compared to say it or not, here it is. So the next one is Yemen. Well, technically, and let's say it in two separate ways. First is to check the Aden side. Yeah, in Yemen, if you do not know about it, so yeah, so it, so it, hold on, can't I type today? Here we go. The Aden side of the Yemen that it might be taken over by the STC. See it on screen right now. STC is Southern Traditional Council. This council is related to South Yemen, led by Adras al-Zabadi, not already, it is to try to return the sovereignty of South Yemen at this point. And they have, so far, the vice president of Yemen is led by Zaboli already, which is technically the founder of the Southern Traditional Government, or aka Southern Traditional Council, which is really known as for sure. Yeah, South Yemen, aka the Democratic Republic of Yemen, all the way what's the southern side of Yemen already. It's at the end of once trying to form as for a very short time from May 1994 to July 1994, and they're really planning to restore it. So far, it's successfully because they only did take on Aden back in the mid 2010s, and in late 2010s, it will open up a mega offense against the government of Yemen at the time, so they have full control on almost all the states, except the one by the border with Oman. So yeah, which it gives you already is some sort for the South. Yeah, anyway, for sure. So yeah, so they have full control of Aden and other areas. Even Scotara on the island, and it was also owned by some Yemen too, because it's for sure. It found by the research of it right underneath. In look inside this sea here, one thing I found all the way on here that is might be recognizable, but the most of way it is some sort of my research with the found out for sure. Here we go. See if I find it for sure. It's yeah. The main shocking thing is yeah. By the leadership we have right now. Yeah. Yeah. The Yemen's is gonna be easily overthrown itself, but it's mostly not completely overthrown the whole entirely. It's gonna be overthrown separately. You'll see why. If I find it first. Aha! No, that's before an attempted unification. Nope, not that one. Okay, you can't find it, but here's the thing right now. Yeah, this form, this government is trying to end up, they're trying to restore some Yemen, so they're trying to feed the troops. Yeah, next up is North Yemen. Run it. Here's a secret now, and about this, North Yemen might overthrow, well, again. Yeah, like I said, remember, it was the government in North Yemen has been overthrown by the Houthis back in the early 2010s. And they're led by them. It's almost 10 years, I mean, over 10 years now. The problem is right now, the Houthis is also inspired by Iran. Here's the thing right now. I think it's because of the coalition forces, right on top of already you guessing it already. With the government forces trying to take back, and there's also resistance located right in the right course at the choke point of the Red Sea, and it connects not only parts of North Yemen there, but also part of Eritrea and Djibouti in the sea already. That choke point to the end when this was North Yemenese resistance to the end that just formed already, and he might open up a huge offense all over the North Yemen to try to overthrow the Houthis and then try to restore Yemen's government. The thing about this is that force is kind of like a conjoined forces with the North Armenian government and some under the STC. STC do not want to try to take North Yemen because it's under separately. Instead, the North Yemen is, I think it's going to be like, so remember, the government to end up led Yemenification was North Yemen. And they're kind of afraid that something else trying to do is to push the forces back to the north to redivide up Yemen. So they try to do this instead. Yeah, here's the thing right now. This civil war is kind of mean for anything right now related to what's going on. Not related to this, not related to the civil war itself, but also that they give so many clues to what's going on right now. You remember the resistance of the government that has said once before the area in blue of some sort? I took one to look at this map here. It sees some blue of some sort already. I'm going to show you right now it's some sort. It's it's an area which will take over Malka of some sort, but here's the thing right now. You see this border? It borders right about here with the border of South Yemen. So already. So what we need might do is to take a huge offense up to Sanada and also up to Sanada, right up to of course to the border with the Saudis. And they take over, and this takes all the Houthis' territory away and match up with the peak right there. That means that by that point, if the blue forces take over of the North Yemen's capital of some sort, there was a civil war end, and it led to the two-country version of the two separate countries' traditional governments, aka Yemen Aden, at this point, to take over all the south, while Yemen Sanada is going to be separately led by the Blue Force. So the Yellow Force takes over the south, but compared to the Blue Force takes over the north by major offense against the Houthis. It's found out for sure. Yeah, because of that, this is why I might be looking at the dividing Yemen is expected from this because the Yemen is already divided not only with the STC already with Aden, but also there's going to be an offense in its garment forces and take back the north. Means the STC, that means since the vice president of Yemen is related to the sub-Yemenese forces, and then the main government itself is technically the main old government in Yemen. That is, the dividing Yemen is expected of some sort. And remember, issue this, yeah, the the fourth. So the main government is by trying to overthrow the North Yemen. It's not only the resistance government within North Yemen itself, but also is also related to, you guessed it, also the operation there, known as Operation Prosperity Guardian, so which is a coalition force, which is a part of the ship raiding by the Houthis. I know it's kind of declared piracy, but the way it is, so it's kind of what that's might be wrong is all about. So it makes sense. So yeah. So that's the next nations, not one but two nations gonna might be overthrown. One's giving some Yemen because of Yemen's independence, and also North Yemen because of the overthrow of the government taking overthrow the Houthis, and then they're trying to divide Yemen once again with back to the old government lead in Yemen. Let's see why. Anyway, next nation is Burma. Burma's been really watched on over the years because next to the military, the fascist-leading military junta, they're all already led by so many years. So already just to give you a lot of clues already. If I open up the search engine, which probably not. So yeah. So yeah. And so far dude. If you look at Burma right now, if you look at the map wise, Burma is look like this. And I kind of say, well, now, yeah, the judge is losing the war by a massive, heavy resistance. But here's the thing one now. So why did I predict that Burma will be overthrown its government in 2025? Well, the reason is, well, look at the map yourself. It kind of gives you the point. Also, not only that, but look at what's going on here. Look at how much, look at the National Unity government right there. It kind of gives you the clue. The what that I'm trying to say here. Yep, this is under heavy, heavy, heavy amount of fire. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, it continues. And because what's going on in Burma right now, and because the growing influence from China on the north, so like I said, Burma also literally borders China on the Xi'an side. Also borders India with the Regan side. So there might possibility again we'll say it's gonna happen. India and China might end up form like a buffer zone and with a Burma and divide Burma up with the communist Burma on one side and then Democratic Burmese on the other side there. Led led by both Buddhist, Christian, and Muslim in the Indian side, and fully engulfed Burmese folk religion on the other side by China. So which means I'm not be surprised both China and India will divide up Burma because of the huge growth of land that they're gonna get from the war. There's some sort of was expected to happen, so don't be surprised that the Burma's gonna be overthrown by being divided with West Burma on one side and East Burma on the other side. Because the possible buffer zone they're trying to lead Burma to be the close attention to the issues related to China and India of some sort. This is also related to issues to the China-India issues related to the tensions, because the other one's gonna be Bhutan, the other one's Nepal, the other one's Sikkim, the other one's Kashmir. So Burma's gonna be another area on the map. It's probably gonna be probably divided up and they're gonna be bufferized for sure. Although they might be the bordering very even for Burma, despite they can slice Burma in half, and that's just like it's gonna happen. So technically, Burma is kind of like similar as Germany in the Cold War, because you can easily divide them up and never had not so much differences. Of course, the population and land mass. You'll see why. Which, not surprised as I mentioned right now, because it's possible. Yeah, also, it kind of benefited very well with China, because most of the eastern side is a bunch of mountains, which is kind of like a huge buffer zone within China. But India is mostly just dry forest and grasslands on the western side, which was all a bunch of temples are there. They might benefit them because they be related to huge amount of culture gain, mostly within areas within India. So, which it is most likely to be expected to not only overthrown but also divided up with communists on the east side and democracy on the west side. We didn't see why Burma. So this is kind of the main deal about this. You might be shooting surprised about this. Another nation is Ethiopia. Yeah, if you do not know what's going on there, I mean, Here's a little backstory about Ethiopia. Ethiopia has been, well, thanks to losing Eritrea in the early 2000s, in late 90s, Ethiopia is kind of on a fragile point ever since. So they're at a fragile point. All the tribes, like Ahar, Tigray, Afara, and some sort Ahar, and then I think Amama will just they're trying to split to Ethiopia bit to bit. Also, Somalia military later on does have claiming Ethiopia. And I might tell Somalia later that there's a relatedness when you hold on there. Because I don't know, even with this game, I don't know a whole lot how much of this is what's going on there. Ethiopia's might possibly led to a Yugoslav type war, and then Ethiopia is going to be, might be turning into losing nations left and right. And there's relatedness for sure. Not because they end up relating towards nations, so they end up trying to guarantee to the Senate for any nation to break up for Ethiopia, but also because it makes sense for sure. I found out for sure. Well, so yeah, Ethiopia's been big watch for sure. It's related to the same reason as compared to what you think. So yeah, remember even late last year, the Fondo, they end up did huge open offense in the horror region, but they end up is that good enough to bring off Ethiopia? Well, no, but it's getting close to. So yeah, the problem is the Fondo is gonna be like media first, and then others will follow. So that's why the one of those type of issues that Ethiopia is trying to prevent for this to happening. Not only even further, but also the related towards to the issues and what's already going on there, and that will prevent things to end up being very worse. For sure. So, also already with Somaliland on one side, the Eritrea on the north, still going to be surrounded, so it makes sense. Anyway, well, the next nations will not be surprised, which is Somaliland. Somaliland is easy explainable compared to what's going on right now. Smyrna is in their own version of the Civil War. You know, which, yeah, as you should know, Smyrna is most likely in the Civil War since '09, when they end up with just longer than Syria and it's had nothing much change. So the people do not know right now. Smyrna might not last long in this abusive government. And it is my point. Why is saying that the Smyrna might easily overthrow the government in the future? Well, take a look at the map yourself and you know what I mean. It's literally surrounded by freaking terror, and then see why. Somaliland might need to be break off separately because if you understand about Somaliland, it's an unrecognized the reckless naturally no one. But here's the stigma now. United States and Ethiopia finally did start recognizing that Somaliland's true independence was really get seeked there. And on the right top of that too, because incumbent threats with Somaliland as well. It kind of afraid the Somaliland's gonna be bring out first, and then Somaliland is bring out first, and then Somaliland gonna be overthrown by, you guess it, Islamic extremists. They'll take over the government as well. It's like I said, Al Shahad, which is an Al Qaeda backed government, but even Islamic State is to take on the other side might easily control them in Somaliland, and they might be led to their full course control. Along the way, they were always surrounded by Mogadishu already, from all sides. They're always surrounded the capital already. They get afraid of now huge offense from both Al Qaeda and ISIS in Somaliland might be the for the nail in the coffin for the right now Somali government. Is it because that Somaliland do not want to join sides with the terrorists? So they might try to get recognitions for their true independence with their true borders to allow them to get what they needed. And that might be truly for the best for them anyway. So, so that's why they kind of marked it anyway as potential area that might overthrow. Next, in this area. The next one is gonna be as familiar the way it is. It is Russia. Russia is gotta say they have a very long talk related to this. Yeah. So yeah. Well, here's what's going on right now to give you a little backstory. And yeah, and to kind of say right now, it's it's not gonna be pretty, and it gonna kind of make sense. Well, well, here's what's going on right now. If you don't already heard about stories what happened in Syria and others, I'm gonna give you, and this is might be the culprit. If you should know already, if this explodes, here we go. This is what's going on right now. Yeah, back in February 2022, Russia, the Russians did invade Ukraine, and they ended up to because of the Putin's plan to unite all the Russians in Ukraine back into the fold because this is issues that are related to stability and others. Yeah, Putin said at the end of this war at the end of that he made when it was supposed to take up to weeks and like a couple weeks and the war's over. The components, those 3 4 weeks turned out to be 4 years. Of some sort. And I found out Vladimir Putin has failed his accomplishment to take over all of Ukraine, with it back to the fold. And so far, all we see a couple weeks ago, Vladimir Zelensky, the end up did produce his peace plan. And now join forces with Trump, and in the end, at this point, this might lead to the Zelensky's plan to go through fruition. Remember, Trump's plan is different than Zelensky's plan. Trump's plan is trying to delete Russia's gain to Russia, and then Zelensky will not get the land back, means Crimea is not going to be returned back to Ukraine. And this Trump's plan. Instead, it's going to belong to Russia forever. Zelensky, on the other hand, really want all the land back to Ukraine, which includes Donbass, Luhansk, Crimea, and some back into the Ukrainian fold to the end of his Zelensky's peace plan. Also, Zelensky is also planning to ending the blackmail on the Russians' threats to using nukes on Ukraine, which kind of say what now? It's really accented in the same one now. Anyway, but even the Russian lost this war in Ukraine is like the bomb in the iceberg compared to Russia might go through. Also, this anti-war protest as well in Russia is gonna might lead them to the issues. And you know how bad this anti-war protest is? Take a look at this, and they give you a lot of clues what I mean. And you see, doesn't that look that bad? Well, take a look at this compared to the other side. Yeah, still scrolling. Yeah, still scrolling. Yeah, this is it. Now look at what's in this fight. Yeah, yeah. See, there's more people support opposition than the main government. The reason is there's more parties supporting the opposition than the main government. I think there's two ways that I think Russia might go through after the Russians lost in Ukraine. Okay, the protesters might, the opposition will win this with Ukraine. So let's see why. Because if I know all the way from here, the seesaw, the anti-war committee is also showing the Ukraine colors. So that means Ukraine's not only support for their nation, but also supports with the Russian opposition as well. Okay, the ones that are the opposition against Vladimir Putin. So yeah, which means that Ukraine wins the war, that automatically means the opposition has won as well. Which is kind of gives a lot of clues. There's two ways that this might be going on. One is going to be divided up Russia by 3 or 4. So the end of the Western Russian government in Europe, China controls the Donbass area, the reborn Soviet Union, the Russian Empire led by former legions of Putin, truly fascists, and the end led to a Christian fundamentalist government in the other side too. Some sort, which is one side. The other side is gonna be those the three nations of post-Russian form. If we do not know what that is, this map kind of gives you the answer to what they're literally planning for. The post nations of post-Russian form really wanted all Russia to be gone. Like gone, 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 gone. So, yeah, like really all gone. So it really means right now that yeah, in Russia it's gonna be all gone. It's a so it's gonna be later like this. The problem is though, if the case this issue comes around, there's gonna be issues about China as well. There's a related to get off the land over the next couple wars, and it's gonna be a big problem. So yeah, so yeah, so this is what's most likely is coming to be. So yeah, that's the way it is. Well, the next nation is Libya. Libya is divided. Can you wait to heck you believe? Two Libyan civil wars is still in the Libyan crisis. There's a possible third Libyan civil war coming in sooner or later because of this. Because the issues related towards, you guessed it, oil. So let's see why. Yeah, the problem is Libya is supposed to be divided by peace, but they do not have a proper peace plan. So because of that, Libya will be divided permanently. So let's see why. It's already so. I mean, Libya's gonna be divided West Libya, which is taking a Tupidi plan, and then a Benghazi plan, which is East Libya. Let's see why. This makes sense for Libya. Nation will mostly be divided, well not divided, overthrown next is, well, I think the next nation, I think it's unlikely to happen, but it's going to be a scarce chance. The next one's going to be North Korea. Yeah, North Korea is known as the Hermit Kingdom in the nuclear overthrown next. Why is saying that right now? Yeah, North Korea, led by the Kim dynasty, led by Jin and others, it caused total threats against the United Nations for all array for 5 years. And yet there's no even changes. So the related to not only to the government itself, but also to this point anyway, this is what's going to be coming. Even also coming the Korean War is also giving you a lot of clues already. Sort. The Caliphate North Korea's influence against Ukraine is also the counter call the quits. And it shows how bad North Korea is right now for military lines and even political lines. So that's why they kind of say for North Korea is kind of ready to be overthrown because, well, human rights, military issues, and also issues to stability. Let's see why. Yeah. Although China's going to be, I would say China might say it's possibly next, but I just do not know if like it's going to happen or not. China sort of might overthrow Z, but it will not be in the government line, so I might not count that. But it might be why possible. Let's see why. Because issues in Taiwan and also issues with its separateness and otherwise just to give clues. Yet Xi Jinping's leadership might be stepping down in the future and then replacing a different leader is going to be not as harsh as President Xi already. And so this is also the other indication that watching right now is China. That's right now possibly the government will not be overthrown exactly, but it might be. But this Communist parties might be purged for different leadership in there. So this kind of fits the description I was talking about overthrowing the government without even overthrowing the political party. So this makes sense in China right now. Well, yeah, this last couple, here's the last four nations that might possibly overthrown anyway. For sure. If you notice, if you know our secretly my spirit, next nation is surprising can be Serbia. Well, Serbia is obvious. Obvious compared to think already and compared to what that is. Serbia is because of Kosovo. Yeah, Kosovo's independence is a land of its issues. And not because of Russians, yeah, Russian liking Serbia and also anyway, Serbians are trying to steal land from Bosnia. Also, my top is well, Bosnia is also trying to recover from the war. Serbia also has issues with Vojvodina on the north, and see it already. Serbia is making it get the Western government led by in the future, but by overthrowing, and then it's later in the day by future. Let's see why. Yeah, so it's not a surprise. Yeah, there's more and more nation in the old world and then the looking for possibly overthrowing. Yeah. If we take a guess right now, so which nation's gonna be? Is it choose eeny, meeny, miny, mo? That's gonna be, it might be possible there. Yeah. You might be shocked for this. There's so many in this because despite issues otherwise. Yep, next one is, you guessed it, France. France might have a possible government overthrow in this year. Yep, here's what's going on now. France has gone through political troubles, not only in the parliament, also issues on this all the way Myanmar, and also issues related to that. The political crisis in the beginning are so bad now. In the France is literally just divided itself politically with the fascist Le Pen and also Macron's issues with the Yellow Vest movement, also in issues related towards the parliamentary law, one by the leftist back to 2 years ago, giving them all the way bad sides already. Yeah, so there, I might add Spain in there and put in UK the potential class, but I might leave them out. I mean, it's because they had shit under control. But France that will not be ignored. This is because France is a huge watch because it'll likely divide itself or be overthrown completely by the leftist. So they see why. So this is kind of where it is. Also, they might lead to huge decolonization like New Caledonia and Tahiti and also the Caribbean too. Those also might also look at too as well. Thanks to the leftist. That makes sense. The final two nations there, or five, they're trying to say, because it turned out to be. So it's all in this Western Hemisphere. So the final five. First is Bolivia. Bolivia is in a political crisis. If you do not know about this, yeah, Bolivia already. If it gets, yeah, this is part two. Sorry about that. Somehow we get crashed. So, yeah, so here's the final two. Gets a lesson only for 10 minutes or some sort of this. So yeah, the final five for this. Yeah, it's Bolivia's political crisis. Yeah, not 2018, not bad. There's another political crisis in Bolivia, so I'm going to tell you right on the map instead. Yeah, Louis Argentine is a face against Evo Morales in the Interpol City, Interpol main issues of some sort they're trying to hold there. Yeah, and I think until they can get farmer treatment, this is what's going to go on there. This give me issues there too. Somebody in the watch on. Yeah. Next one is Nicaragua. Some over from Anyway, which is number four. Number two or number four, they compare the way it is, and they do the countdown. So, yeah, Nicaragua, because of the Santinas, this is not doing so well. The government, it's obvious. They just don't They're just getting you the way you think, and it's some sort of the way it is of some sort. And three either way is three's gonna most likely be Peru. Peru is gonna be it's because of the economy is on the run. Paraguay is also the same issue, but Paraguay is gonna take more years until they're gonna be overthrown. Let's see why. Peru is also in a political crisis, like Bolivia, because it's led by yeah, by the leftists on one side and the rightists on the other. And they're going to be continuing on until the most of the time. It's this right now. Number four or number two, that's the way it is Venezuela. Venezuela already have issues with Maduro and also the opposition. Yeah, that has been heavily disputed and the issues to this day. Even recently, the Gulf inauguration a while back, the problem is that Maduro has not been recognized at all as president. Overthrow is expected if they get the cards right. Of some sort. So let's see why. Yeah. Yeah, there was they're stuck in a presidential crisis. They see the ended in a while back, and the problem is now in under a political crisis right now, which is still continuing to this day. Maduro is not recognized in the government. Instead, opposition has had full control of Venezuela and all this, in the infrastructure and otherwise, so it led to huge amount of turmoil, also others in the future. So, yeah, yeah. So that's gonna be the way it is. So it makes sense. But the way it is for sure. But the way watch also issues in Guyana with the social, yeah. This borderline right there sticks of Venezuela, so with the referendum recently. Yeah, there's also takes issues of Venezuela because there might become issues in the coming the following future to be overthrown right next of some sort. They only have 5 minutes in this video, so they had to end it quick because of it's about to come later. The final nation, if you'd be surprised, it is saying that the very obvious, yeah, Cuba. Cuba is in total disarray. Thanks to the Fidel Castro's overthrow, and then led to transition to his brother Raul Castro. Now since the Castros are now out of power at this point, Cuba is destroyed. Cuba is still in the dark, destroyed by multiple hurricanes. Also, Cuba's also is unstable for the collapse of the government. The overthrow is extremely likely. Yeah, West Cuba does have a secret underground opposition force to restore democracy in Cuba. Cuba is also located just on the U.S.'s doorstep, making a huge threat against Americans. So let's see why. So democracy is hugely coming for Cuba in the future. In some sort. And it kind of needed anyway. After earthquake, multiple hurricanes, power outages, government turmoil, protests, internet issues, also, and you guessed it, economic failures. So they end up cause massive issues not only to Cuba, not only to the citizens as well. Otherwise, yeah, and that is it. That is it for way it is. Hope you like this part two, because part one, and I found on the stream got interrupted because of internet issues, and the founder did not know that it just have interrupted. So if you watch part one and then relate to the old world, go ahead and so if this is part two, so then the part I had to put both links in the description. I don't know what streams I'm really talk about anyway, and this is where it is. So hope you like this the end of this 1 hour stream related to the predictions on the which areas are overthrown next and otherwise. So the read is for sure. Hope you like it. I'm Joshua the Cat Human, and see you in the next video. Also, I did upload. I might also upload a video later on tonight that relates to is a different topic. So stay tuned for that. So otherwise, I finally am out of here. And again to say one now. Have a great day, everyone, and see you there on the meantime at this point. Or be on the safe side, everyone. This is the end up being here or not. This is compared to this little whole 9 yards. Otherwise, so to get you on the bright side. Have safe, have have fun, have a great inauguration, have a happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day, happy Star 2025, and also have a comfortable, warm, and also comfortable or nice day, everyone. So, otherwise, if you live worldwide, but have a great day, everyone outside the U.S. and otherwise, and happy have a good day work wise. Otherwise, if you're watching right now, so otherwise, so see you next video, and I'm Joshua Hewitt. I'm out of here, and otherwise I'm beep beep, and I'm about to shut up in. By the way.